Okay, we are back. We're going to get ready to add the blue cardstock to our panel pieces, and you're going to want two sizes of tape. You're going to want to have a 1/2 inch tape and 3/8 of an inch. The 1/2 inch tape is what we're going to use around the perimeter. The 3/8 is what we're going to use on the inside perimeter, and I apologize, you're going to want an X size. You're going to want a 1/4 inch because that's where we're going to start, which is here on the back side. We've got to cover this with tape because this is what's going to adhere down to the chipboard. So I'm going to take my 3/8 of an inch and I'm going to find where all of my gusset edges are, and just simply by pushing back on that particular piece, it identifies it. And then I'm going to go to the other side, push back so that it identifies that gusset piece. And then I can see this one. And I can see this one. And then we're 3/8 here. And we're 3/8 here. I want more tape coverage next to the gussets. Okay, so now I'm folding this back so I can see this one. And I'm going to push back. These are the ones that had the extra layer of tape or TYVEK on them. And then we're going to get down to this very last panel. I'm going to roll that back. And then I'm going to push this back. And now I'm going to fill in with the 1/4 inch tape. Now that I've got everything outlined, I'm going to put a 1/4 inch here at this end. Then I'm going to go in the middle of this large panel. And then I'm going to go in the middle of the middle. Okay, and we're going to repeat that. We're going to go roughly in the middle. And then again. And then I'm going to come down here to this end piece. It's an important piece because it's going to go over the top, so I'm just going to put tape down the middle of it. Okay, let's get this all burnished. And then we'll turn it over. Gosh, I've got so much coverage with that thing. All right, so this is going to get turned over. We're now going to move back to the 3/8 of an inch. And we are going to start to cover the edges here. one last piece. And then let's give all of this a good burnish. Now let's kind of fold this up and put it out of the way. And we're going to take our 1/2 inch tape and we're going to go around this edge. Okay, so this is my left panel, my right panel. Oops, I've got this upside down. So this is going to come in here about so. It looks like I'm going to have a little bit more on my left end than I am on my right end. But I want this on this paneled piece here. So I'm going to hold this down nice and firm. I'm going to kind of unfold this back. And then, because I've already got it placed where I want it to go, I'm going to take off these two pieces. Now this is really important when you're building this particular folio with chipboard. We're using TYVEK to bind the pieces together. If you're not careful, your TYVEK is going to bunch. You're going to see it kind of collapse because it's a flexible product. So when you remove the tape and you get ready to adhere this down, you want to give these gentle tugs so that this is straight, that you've got a completely open piece of gusset there, so that you're not making something that's going to end up creating hardship for you down the road a ways. Because if you get it centered wrong, you're going to end up having to either tear it apart or use a bunch of adhesive remover to get that tape off. So just gentle tug, laying it down, fold this over, remove these two pieces, repeat, and then this last piece. Okay, now we're going to go down here. Same process. Now, I will tell you that the original album I made it for Scrap and Create. That's who sent me. Oops, I didn't mean to do this, huh? But I know what I'm doing. They sent me the original collection, and I had a nice amount left over, so that's what has me creating this. I wanted to do something with it. They were so generous with sending me a bunch of paper. Okay, got that all nice and burnished. All right, now one piece at a time. Okay, here's my miter tool. I've been using this now for, gosh, probably a year, and I love this thing. Okay, so from here, I think you guys kind of get the gist of what you need to do. We're going to peel this tape off, and I'm going to peel these little strips here off. And I'm going to simply peel this back just far enough so I can work this corner, because otherwise I am sticking everywhere. That tape. Okay, so all right, so I am going to add a bead of glue right along this edge, so that when it, and now I've got to go back to this little guy because he helps me firm burnish. And then roll your corners in. Let's go down here to the other end, and we're going to repeat. We're going to take these pieces off. And we're going to add a bead of glue. I will share with you, we have a scheduled power outage today, so I have a window wide open. My curtains are up so that I have some natural light. Whoops, that's not what I intended to do. So I have some natural light while I'm making this, so if the video is a bit dark, that's going to be why. And I just cannot have idle hands. I have to be doing something, so this is what I do. All right, we're going to take one of the long strips off, and then I'm going to come in here and add a bead of glue along the chipboard. Okay. Lift this up before I forget. Let's go take this off. Bead of glue. Okay, now we're going to roll these so that we can identify where all of our moving parts are. And then I'm going to take this tool that I have. You can use a rounded end scoring tool if you want. But I'm going to push this paper down into this gusset. It's got tape on it, so it'll stick to the TYVEK in there, but it's going to help me to also permanently identify where all the ends of my chipboard are. So then when you fold this up, this is going to wrap around like so. And so this is what we're going to have. This is our book. We'll close these gaps in when we lay in the next layer. So I will see you then. Bye-bye.